Hey Dragonlings, welcome back to my channel for day 3 of the 7-day book challenge. This is a writing challenge where you try to write a story from start to finish in 7 days, whether that is a short story, novella, novel, etc., poem. I don't care what you work on, as long as it's from start to finish within that week. You do you, boo. I am your lovely host, Skye. I am a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes. And today I am working on a short story that I might as well just call it now. It has decided it wants to be a novella, at least. I'm already like 6K into the story, and I have not reached the inciting incident yet, the thing that makes the whole story. But anyways, it's called A Buck Short. It's about a woman who comes from a long line of witches with cat familiars, but she herself does not have magic until her mom does an illegal spell that gives her a stag familiar, and that stag may or may not be everything he seems to be. So it's been a lot of fun. I have been loving working on it, but we're going to be doing some sprints so I can get some more work done on it. I am so not used to streaming with headphones on. My voice sounds muffled to me, so I had to take them off to see how I sounded, so I didn't raise my voice up when I didn't need to. But yeah, if you are new to my channel, the way it works is that we do 4 25-minute sprints, and in between those sprints, we do some chit chat. Try to keep it down to 5 minutes, but I will pause the timer happily. We use the Pomodoro kitty timer, and we have affectionately named my kitty Nixie. Her name is Nixie. So Nixie will tell us when we can sprint and when we cannot sprint, and when we need to take a break. And yeah. What else am I missing? Oh, during those sprints, I like to put up writing prompts. You do not have to write those prompts. They are just there if you want to write, but don't know what you want to write about. So real quick, I'm going to say hi to everyone in the comments section, and then we'll get started with our first sprint. So Mama Ward was here before even I was, because I have been home less than an hour, and she is here saying hello. Hello. She said the moon is waxing. Is this the project you're working on, or are you saying the moon is waxing? Because I was like, I saw this comment and my automatic thought was, today's a full moon. It's the full moon. Don't confuse me, especially since I work nights and I never know exactly when the moon is full. And I still get waxing and waning mixed up no matter how many times I look at it. It doesn't matter. K-drama meets police procedure with funny moments. Is this The Moon is Waxing is the title? Okay, Moons and Waxing is the title. Awesome. Okay, short stories are just novelties. A minute, we just need to approach. No! What I don't need. Okay, so here's the thing. This story can be a novella if it wants to. It can be a novel if it wants to. What I refuse is for it to turn into a series. I have enough series as it is. And I want to do either a live stream or a video talking about standalones and series, not in the general sense that which one is better or anything like that. In fact, actually, I want to go nowhere near that topic. I want to go away from that topic. I want to do a video or live stream talking about when it's okay to just admit that a series that you wanted to do is just not working, and it's time to change it from a series to either shorten a series if it's a long one, or even in order to wrap it up, or just make it a standalone by itself. And I'll have a whole live stream. I'm trying to put my thoughts together on that so I can actually do a video and articulate it. So yeah. So you're saying her familiar is a tear deer? Yes it is. The Moon is Waxing is my project. Okay. Title. Embrace your truth. Don't know why I keep coughing. Word hoarder. I like the term word hoarder. And I think part of the reason I like the name word hoarder is because I am a Star Wars fan. And I love every once in a while when my husband is incredibly bushy. He's got long hair and a beard. When he's looking incredibly feral, I like to call him a scruffy nerf herder, and word hoarder for some reason, just in my mind, it's the same thing. So from now on, I'm going to tell him that anytime I call him a scruffy nerf herder, he can call me a word hoarder. I'm a scruffy word hoarder. I don't know why those two equate my brain. My brain just did that. I'm sorry. They're nowhere near alike. Oh, googly moogly. Grinning and laughing. All right. I have made it to the end of the comments that are here so far. I imagine more will pop in as the stream goes on. But I'm going to go ahead and get us set up for our first sprint. Let's see. Here is the first prompt of the day. It says, please stop it, all of you. I can't take much more of this. So that is our prompt. And then here is this is Nixie. Hi, Nixie. She's going to tell us when we can start and finish. And she's going to tell us when we're working and when we're on a break. So here we go. We're going to do 25 minutes. I am going to work on the next section of A Buck Short. And yeah, we're going to get some words in. Let's do this starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments. I am going to have to switch my music because it was slowly putting me to sleep. I tend to listen to like lo-fi music or chill music when I am writing. Like that's what I like writing to. And this particular compilation, I don't know if it's just the song or if it's the whole soundtrack, but this song in particular has been putting me to sleep, which is really frightening because it's not a slow or like soft or easy going song. It's kind of got a more upbeat tune. I'm just that fucking tired. Mistakes were made when I made this challenge this week. Oh. All of the regrets. And that is why I will probably be doing this challenge again in March, the tail end of March. And I realized something last night. So I'm thinking of doing the 7-day book challenge in March. That last full week in March, I believe it is. Let me look at the calendar real quick. The 24th through the 30th. And then Jenna is hosting what is the exact name of it? Sweet Treats Crawl, I think it is called, the 29th through the 31st. So, like, the two events could go together. So, there is something. I cannot type today. Feel free to. Okay, here we go. Oh. What to do? All right, let me see how everyone did in the comments. I wrote words and tried not to fall asleep. That's legit what I did. Because I really was. I was falling asleep by the end. Okay, here we go. Where did I stop? I was not smart enough to tag it. But, hello, Raven. Hello. Rachel is here. Hello. Stop embracing it. No. No. I don't need it. I need this to stay a short story. Stephanie is here. Hello. Raven's main goal today is 6,000 words. Awesome. Stephanie was way too late, but did get progress made on the short story. Awesome. Raven, I remember watching your live stream last night. Yes, Stephanie was streaming last night while I was at work. Burn the candle at both ends. Yes. Hello, Margaret. For some reason, I thought that was Stephanie. My brain is just not connecting pictures. Like, it doesn't help that YouTube shows these pictures really little and StreamYard shows them really little too. Little time. I am feeling the same way. Just popped on, battled my Wi-Fi, and didn't do much else. That's okay. Sweet treat. What? Okay. I need to look. It's like it's a marathon. So in November, see if I've got enough time to discuss this. I might have to pause the timer. In November, Sam Wicker did like this marathon. I think it was Sam. Maybe it was Jenna. One of the two. They do so many clouds together that they're now starting to run together in my brain. They did this marathon where those who were part of the marathon hosted a live stream where they cooked a treat. And this time it was like a Thanksgiving meal dish. It wasn't a Thanksgiving meal. Yeah, because it was a Friendsgiving. So we were doing different recipes for, like, you could either cook it on stream or just share the recipe and then do a sprinting stream if you wanted to. I did not cook anything. I am not a cook. I'm not a baker. I don't cook. So, yeah, I did not participate in that way. However, Jenna is now going to be hosting one in the tail end of March, I believe it is. I believe it's in March. I could be wrong about that. Where the idea is to stream, just like the same as before. It'd be a marathon of streams. And the idea is to make like some kind of sweet treat. See if I've got the details of it somewhere. I do not have them on this computer. I'm on a different computer. And I am so tired that my mind is blanking on what exactly, like the full. I don't have the full details. I could share Jenna's channel, which I'm sure has the full details. That sounds like a plan. Let me do that. So I know she's gotten information out about it. I'm going to have to pause the timer while I do this. All right, let me pause it at 3 seconds. Let me go look for Jenna's channel. Jenna the Soul Rider. I swear I know what I'm doing this morning. There it is. Posts. Writing retreat. Stop it. You ever get that nagging feeling that something's crawling on you, but when you look, there's nothing there? I'm having that feeling right now on my leg. Every once in a while, it feels like there's something crawling on me. There's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there. I hate it. Where is it at? 29th through the 30th. Sweet treat stream crawl. Write, read, bake, create. Okay, let me just share this post. Ha ha ha. No, I don't want to report it. I want to share it. How do I share? Share. There we go. Jesus. Making it difficult for me. There. Okay, I shared her post about it. But basically, I was thinking of doing the 7-day book challenge again in March, the 24th through the 30th. And that coincides at the same time as the Sweet Treat Crawl. Stream crawl. I will get it right someday. I promise. I am really just tired. Are we trying to make Sweet Treat that reflects our writing project? I have no idea. I honestly do not even. I signed up for it, and because I don't bake or cook or anything like that, I do not even remember any of the details. I was pretty certain that when the final selections are made, I will probably not be picked for that because of the fact that I don't cook or bake or anything like that. So I have no idea. I have a guest. Oh, hold on. I gotta change my. There we go.
Hello.
Feel free to introduce yourself.
Oh, yes. Hello. For anyone that is not familiar with my lovely face, my name is Stephanie. I write underneath the author name of Stephanie Marie Whitson. I also have another name, S.M. Whitson. You can find me on here doing vlogs and reading things and writing things. And I'm a friend of Skye, so I thought I'd hop on while I also participate in the 7-day book challenge as well. The end.
Sorry, I am paying attention. It's just that my phone was like, "You have a message." I'm like, "I don't though. Stop telling me that." Oh. Me and technology, I swear, we do not get along on the best of days. All right, so you are just in time. You introduced yourself just in time. I'm gonna go ahead and get us set up for the next sprint.
Cool.
Sound like a plan?
Yep.
All right, because I've got 3 other sprints to get through, and then I'm gonna go straight to bed.
Oh, you're doing this after you got off work, huh?
Yeah. I've been home before I started streaming. I think I had been home for like maybe 30 minutes. And I'll be able to take like a 3-hour nap before I got to go pick people up.
That's a good solid nap.
It's a good solid nap. All right. So here's our second prompt for anyone who wants to write but doesn't know what they want to write about. It says, just give me my cut of the money and I'll be out of here. Preferably before the cops show up.
Nice.
So here we go. We're going to start writing in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, best time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments. I got words. And I got me a snacky snack.
Okay, more importantly, what's your snack?
I had a chicken bacon wrap, basically. We have some rotisserie chicken left over that I just threw on a tortilla with some shredded cheese and some bacon bits.
That does sound good.
It was delicious.
I read over what I'd written last night, and I stared at the screen after that. I didn't get much done. I wrote insert sarcastic remark here. And then
I feel that.
it's like, okay, what next?
I feel that because of the fact that, like, usually I know how to start a story.
Mm-hmm.
And this story I've started like 3 different times now. And it never feels like that's where the beginning is. It feels like I should keep starting earlier to like explain and build up the story until we get to that point where I keep thinking it should start.
I feel that like every time I've all of my books, I think my chapter 1 is a chapter 1, and I'll go through it, and then I'm like, nope, here's my new chapter 1. And it's usually like I feel like there isn't enough world building. Like, so romance, a little bit more about the characters, a little bit more about what their normal lives are like before they meet each other. That sort of thing is what's in my first chapters usually, but I don't really write that until after the fact. I don't know. It's always been that way. Even with my not romance books, it was that way too.
In this particular case, because the inciting incident is when her mom does the spell that gives her a familiar and magic and all that jazz. So like I keep trying to build that relationship about how her mom is with her as a separate entity, because like the love interest sees the mom as a completely different person than she does as the daughter, because they know her in different aspects. And so like I'm trying to build up the relationship they both have with the mom separately, and it's really hard. Okay. Margaret finished breakfast and set up today's stream, so on to doctor's appointment and gym. You have a good day, Margaret. I know you're probably already gone, but thank you for joining us while you could. Raven's also wishing her the best of luck. Dawn is here. Hello. Rach is leaving this up for watch time, but got to get stuff done away from the desk. That's fair enough. Thank you for joining us. Dawn got 22 reviews done for work. Woo! Nice. I'm sorry, I had to eat something. I thought maybe that would help me with my sleepiness. It did. I feel perky. Plus, I changed the music to something I generally, anytime something seems to be putting me to sleep, I always go back to the same soundtrack, and now I'm listening to that one now. So, it's all good. Yes, food is important, people. If you have not eaten today, if you have not drank some water today, if you have not gotten up and done some stretches today, you need to do so.
I had leftover pizza before I got on the screen.
See, there you go. Mama Ward submitted to Mountain of Authors Pikes Peak Library District. That's a mouthful. They asked for the names and links to my books published in the last 3 years. Awesome.
Nice.
But that's 21 books.
Just a little bit.
Mama Ward is doing what I want to do in the future, whereas if I have a series, I don't want to even publish the very first book until I have all of them done and ready to go. Because I'm running into a problem now where I've got technically speaking, I've got the start of 3 series published, and none of them are finished. And I don't know when they will be finished. So that's why I want to write complete series before I start publishing the first book.
That makes sense. I feel, there's series out there that are like dozens of books long. What if by the time you get to like book 10 or whatever, you're like, you get busy with life or you get busy with other things, and then you don't have the time, space, energy to keep writing that series. Like if you know it's going to be 12 books, and by like the 10th book, you're like, just life gets in the way and you don't have time to keep up writing them?
Yeah. Most of my series are not that long. Like the short story series are the longest series that I have, and there's 7 stories in each of the 4. Yes, 4 series. They all have 7 stories each. And that's pretty much the longest of my series. The novel series, I think the longest one is 5 books. Does it have the potential of having more? Yes, but I kept it to 5 until I got them all written. So, and those are like interconnected standalones. So if I stop publishing any of them, it honestly doesn't really matter because they're paranormal romance where each book, it's just the same town. Kind of like with your romance, it's the same town but different couples with cameos of the different characters.
Gotcha. So it's not like
if you stop writing the series, it will not matter as much.
Right.
So, but like with the stories where like each one following is like a continuation of the one prior to, that's where I'm like, yeah, I think I'm just going to write all of them and get them all ready for publication before I publish the very first one. So, yeah. Oh, let's see. I'm listening to Electro Swing to be peppy today because the arthritis is strong. Oh, I'm so sorry. Had breakfast and drank coffee. Maybe I should get some food. I have a tendency to forget to eat when working on creative stuff. Same. I do the same thing. Dawn is giving hugs to Mama Maggie. Since 2021, I've basically done nothing but edit and almost no writing, trying to get things done. Yes, you had a massive series you were working on, and you're still not done with it. I feel like you are still working on it. Like, are you still editing books from that massive series, or are you completely done with editing and now it's just a matter of publishing them? Because I feel like you're still editing them. You're just taking time to work on other draft stuff at the same time. I just tend to forget because I'm a workaholic and get busy. Morning, Laura.
Hello.
G.R.R. Martin delayed the last book again. See, I've given up on when he's going to publish it. It's become such a meme that there are jokes that he is secretly the king of hell. You have to go there to really know the house GOT book. It's only published there.
Did you, speaking of that, did you hear about that book that Brandon Sanderson published? And in like the dedication page, it was it said, "See, George, it's not that hard," because he finished his series. Yeah.
Oh, sassy.
Right.
I love it. I'm here for it. Yeah, of the 3 series I've got published, they're all started. One of them, all 4 books are like continuations of the previous one. So that's the one you would think that I would prioritize and finish, and nope. Nope. Oh, goodness. What's my fault? The fact that I write so many stories, or is it my fault that you're awake?
Keep going.
That do something for a cookie prompt story has a mood board. You're welcome.
Which prompt was that one?
And I think it was shoot.
Was I here for that one?
I don't think you were.
Maybe. That one doesn't sound familiar.
I don't remember. And now I don't remember the exact wording of the prompt, especially since I use cookies in a lot of different prompts. Cookies just come up. I have regret for publishing the Revelation Night series because I had not written the 3rd book. When I did, I realized I could never publish it because I killed the MC in the last chapter. I feel that. I'm having to rework the final book in the Shifters and Mages series because my original plan was to kill off the main character. Not the main character, but like someone really close to the main character who, like, the whole series depends on that particular character. So while they're a side character, they might as well be the main character kind of thing. Yeah. So I'm having to rework that a little bit for that same reason. Working title is Drinking with Cupid, Mafia of Greek Mythology, Dark Romance. I have no regrets. I have to rewrite book 13 of Relic of Time War, but yes, the series is done. Okay.
13?
Relic of Time War was the one I was thinking of. That there's 13 books in the series.
It's a lot of books in a series.
Mm-hmm. But that's the one that's the one she's been working on editing. She wrote all of the books before she started editing, and that's been her massive project for like years now. I feel like, Mama Maggie. How long have you been working on this? Not writing it, but like editing and publishing them.
That's a lot of editing. Years. I would rather write a brand new first chapter 20 times for 20 different books than edit for 20 months in a row. That's not my favorite thing. I like editing other people's stuff. I like reading other people's things and giving them feedback, but not my own. I'm
not a huge fan of editing, but I am a huge fan of rewriting, because to me, that's almost the same as drafting, because you're coming up with brand new stuff with new ideas. Maybe I'm weird like that. Let's see. It's only available on the dark web. Can't read it unless you know the secret knock to get in. Oh, you mean it's not?
Not like someone's going to come in and say, "What did you want?"
There's no one here. I am by myself. I probably should not announce it on the internet.
Yes, because you all know where you are in the middle of nowhere.
I am in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
Please be aware. Anyone who's listening who wishes to do me harm, please be aware. I have many weapons and I know exactly how to use them. You will not leave here alive. To be honest, I think GRRM has fallen out of love with the world and now feels it's too much like homework. I get the same feeling when I see interviews with him nowadays. He just looks grumpy and like mad, and I think in part, and I could be completely off kilter with this. I could be completely misunderstanding it, misinterpreting it, but I almost feel like now that the show has ended and the showrunners decided who would win the throne in the end, he almost doesn't want to write his own ending, because I think even he said that was not who he had planned on putting on the throne. And he doesn't want to ruin the expectations of those who've already seen the show, whether they've read the books or not. I almost feel like that.
Right.
Whether it's true or not, I don't know.
It's gotten so big and popular.
Yeah.
The show. That would make sense.
Like I have nothing to corroborate this, but that's just the gut feeling I get. It's almost like watching someone take something of yours and twist it to become their own, and now you have to take it back and finish it, and you just don't want to anymore. You're like, done. You guys already did it. That's almost what it feels like to me. Mama Ward is volunteering for beta tribute. My favorite saying is, "Come over to the dark side. We got cookies." Yes, that has been one of the prompts in the past. I'll have to check it on the next sprint. There's no way to save her. Literally no way the books could turn out. No fated mates, happy ending, or happy for now, or happy in the future, or maybe happy in the future. That sucks. 10 years. Now, are you including writing and editing, or just the editing portion? Because I was just talking editing. That's still a long time either way, but yeah, dang, if that is
either way, that's a long time.
That's what Rach and I are doing. We have 20 years of writing to work through. Woof. Not that I can say anything, because when I think about it, I have been working on some of my stories. I've been working on and off for like 10 plus years, 15 plus years for the one. Like I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, woof.
Yeah, my very first book I published, I've been working off and on since I was like a junior in high school. So yeah, I get it.
Rachel and Don have been doing it for so much longer than me. The prompt was, you want me to do what for a cookie? Oops. What'd I do? Now you're talking dirty. Not leaving alive? My kind of place. Between me and my husband, we've got you covered. I know my knives. He knows his swords. He also knows martial arts. Like, we're good. We are the people to come to in the zombie apocalypse because we know what the fuck we're doing. And we don't need anything with bullets that you can run out of. think the show fandom ruined it for him. Yes, that's what I feel like. Love rewriting scenes. Yes, I do too. Writing and editing, because I've done basic editing phases passes since the beginning, but the hard edits since 2020. So, okay. So 10 years for both writing and editing, hard edits going on, depending on when you started in 2020, 4 to 5 years. Okay. Either way, that's massive. All right. I've reached the end of the comments. We're going to do another sprinty sprint. Another one showed up. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but whips and chains save me. No comments. None. I plead the fifth. And on that note, we're going to do another sprint. Oh, let me get our prompt up. That is not what I want. Okay, here we go. Third sprint of the day. The prompt is, I thought someone should tell you that your mother has died. No one told you because you weren't listed in her will. That's rough. Oh. All right, so that's our prompt for anyone who wants to write, doesn't know what they want to write about. Maybe that'll inspire you. You don't have to write it, though, I promise. And we're going to start in, Nixie's going to count us down in 3, 2, 1, let's go. That is time. What'd you do? How'd you do?
Well, I made some progress. She's finally made it into the library, and she's talking to the librarian, which I have named insert librarian name here because I still haven't figured that one out. I used to be like the type of writer that could not move forward if I didn't have all the characters' names. Sometimes I make them up on the fly as I go. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, kids, what do you think of this name? And then they'll be like, that's dumb, or you should do this instead. I'm like, okay, that sounds fine. So I'm making progress slowly but surely. I'm not a day writer, so I'm thankful I got any words today.
I also got words, but I will not be counting them until the end of the stream to find out how many I've gotten, so I have no idea. I do know that as much as I complained about, like, I don't know where this story should actually start, I am liking the words I write. They're just not the beginning. So, meh. All right. Mama War said, Relic of Time War is 1.4 million words. Ghost of Cliffs is 1 million. Servants of the Moon is 500K. That is a lot of words.
That is a lot of words.
Okay, so Relic of Time Wars is 13 books. How many are in the Pagosa Cliffs and how many are in the Servants of the Moon? Because it does make a big difference.
Yes.
Because with Relic of Time Wars being 1.4 million, that is, I can do math, hold on. Okay, divide by 13. That is roughly 108, rounding up, 1,000 words per book.
That's a long book. I mean, it's not a long book to read. It's just a long book to write.
So, but now I'm curious about how many books are in the Pagosa Cliffs, because it's very possible, if it's a shorter series, there's more words per book.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Hey, JC. Catball, hello, welcome. Morning all. Researching if it is possible to change the op system on an Android tablet. Nothing to do with writing. Yeah, I have no clue. Me and technology get along on the best of days. Everyone's saying hi. Eva's here. Hello. I am making progress. I couldn't tell you if that progress is good or bad. I couldn't tell you if I'll finish the story by the end of the week either. Since I haven't found the beginning. Mama Ward spent the sprint talking to the youngest. Long stories, yes. 1.4 million. That is a lot. Yeah. Agreed. Okay, let's see. Stop it, StreamYard. Okay. Relic of Time War has a 4-book prequel Huntsman series and 14 books in the main. So that is 14. That's 18 books. Okay, sorry. That's 18 books. Now I got to do math again. 18. Okay, that's not as bad. That's 78,000 per book.
Okay.
That's a little more. And that's if they're all around the same amount, which they probably are. But that's not the point. StreamYard keeps unclicking things for me. And it's starting to irritate me. Eva doesn't know what they're doing with their time anymore. Servants of the Moon is 4.5 books. That means they're about 100,000 words apiece. Roughly-ish. A little less. Everyone's saying hi. Laura's stomach is growling. Time for breakfast. Agreed. Breakfast is important. Eva's thinking of lunchtime too. Raven is cooking some mac and cheese. The news won't cook. Cook, damn it. I want to eat ya. Get in my belly. I want to eat ya. Let's see. Laura's eyes are tired. I am so sorry. Take a nap. I'm about to. When we finish this stream, I'm going straight to bed. Let's see. Mama Ward did a lot of word vomiting in the early years after her stroke. Understandable. All right. I have reached the end of the comments. What the hell is going on?
So on Monday, when I did my stream on Monday, like in the sidebar streamer, it says, "Here's an example of a comment." This is you could pin a comment here, like at
Yeah.
the top, and that appeared. I actually clicked on that, and that appeared on screen. And then their sample banner appeared on screen on accident. It was a whole mess of stuff. And then my computer restarted, and there's nothing I could do to stop it. In the middle of my stream, like 10 minutes into it, I'm like,
I was about to go live when my computer suddenly had the pop-up like, you're due for a restart. Do you want to restart now? And it started doing a countdown. And I was like, no, not right now.
It was this like antivirus software my husband put on mine, his, and his boss's computers, and there's a flaw in it that made things restart and reboot. And we didn't know that was happening until my boss called him like, "Hey, did you restart my computer?" He's like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about."
Whoops.
Yeah. But then it took like 2 weeks for my computer to get to the point that it was going to restart. Because I was like, "Oh, I guess it's not doing it on mine. I'm good." Nope. Of course.
I figured out what I was doing. My snuggle, the sleeves are just heavy enough that if my sleeve was too close to the space bar and kept pressing the space bar, which is why I kept clicking and unclicking on different comments. And that's why the cat has the 2458, because I had paused it and then it unpaused itself.
That's okay.
It's fine. We're going to get started in just a second. I'm going to get through these last comments real quick and then we'll start. See, talking the child through making savory biscuits. Ooh, nice. Multiple editing paths at 10% more words with each year, so word hoarder. Very relatable. Mm-hmm. I think she's talking about your computer issues with the restarting stuff. But I could be wrong.
It could be anything.
Could be anything. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mark this comment so that I can find it when we come back to the chat, and I'm going to put up our final prompt for today. You don't have to write the prompt. It's just there if you want to write but don't know what you want to write about. And this one says, "I'm sorry if it upsets you, but I'm going to marry her. I love her. I've loved her for years, and nothing you could say can change my mind about that." So 25 minutes on the clock, starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right.
I made progress. I need to drink some coffee, I think. Or go to bed or take a nap, one of the two.
I am going to take a nap. So as the stream ends, I am taking a nap. I wrote, and then I hit a point where I was like, I'm done for right now because I could not brain anymore, and it felt like I was writing in circles. So I was like, nope, we're done. So I got some words in, but then I started making thumbnails
for
this again in March because my brain will not let it go. So I guess we're doing this again in March. I'm not mad about it. I'm just like, did I really need to torture myself this way? Probably not. Am I going to? Of course I am. Oh, googly moogly. Okay, Cat Paul saying yes to the very relatable comment about the fact that it's about your computer issues.
Got it.
Okay. Mama War says, ooh, can I use the link in part 4, The Moon is Waxing? Yes. Anytime I put a prompt up, if it works well with a story you've already got, use it. Go for it. Need more caffeine. Brain can't process all this tech stuff. I need less caffeine and I need sleepy sleeps at this point. And I will be getting the sleepy sleeps. So now the question is, how do you feel? We are almost, today's day 3 of 7 of the 7-day book challenge. How are you feeling about the challenge itself? Do you think you're going to finish the short story by the end of the week?
70% chance I will finish it.
You've got this.
Probably 70. Yeah.
I feel like if I can figure out where the story actually starts, I can. Because I hand wrote several scenes months ago. When did I start writing this? September. However, it's just a matter of figuring out like what the beginning scene is that leads up to the incident that starts the whole thing off. So we'll see. I'm happy with my progress either way. Like I'm getting good progress in. Now it's just a matter of will I finish it? I don't know. We'll see. I am optimistically confident. Hopeful. Optimistically hopeful. That is not what I wanted to do.
And then, I got to figure out a darn name for my short story. But I never start my stories knowing what they're called. I just come up with the name as I go along.
Okay.
I feel like I cheated on my Christmas fund because I just wrote holidays in a small town.
Raven says, ain't no way. I am in no way going to finish it. That's okay. But I will be happy to get it halfway done. Yes, same. I will be happy if I can get anywhere from half, 3/4, or completely done with it. Since I'm having so many struggles with it. So I feel that. I'm here for that.
If I do finish it, it'll probably be on the shorter side of a short story as opposed to the longer side of a short story.
According to my word count, this story is now sitting at 7,000, just over 7. It's 7,001 words. But again, I've been playing around trying to figure out what the actual start of the story is, and haven't even made it to the inciting incident where her mom cast the spell. So it's not going to be as short as I thought it was, because originally I was thinking it was going to be about 15,000 words.
Oh.
It's not. It's not at all. Is it going to be 20,000? No. Methinks it'll be somewhere between 30 and 40,000. But that's me guessing, because I have absolutely no clue.
Well, right now I just looked. It's at 1,902 words.
Okay.
Those 2 words matter.
Yes.
So I still have to have the part where the librarian convinces her to sign up for the blind date, and then I have to have the actual blind date. And then the sister giving her flack about finally going on a date and getting her nose out of her trashy romance novels. So Definitely not a 10,000 word story. I don't think so. We'll see.
We'll see. I've been pushing myself too hard this week, and the brain is protesting with creating fog, so I'll slow down until it works again. Yes, do not push yourself too hard to complete it this week if you do not have to. If you don't need to, or like, this is meant to be a fun challenge. It's not meant to be like too serious. Like I said, I think it was yesterday's stream, I said that I've failed more than I've actually completed. Trust me.
I've never completed one, so it's all good.
I'm guessing this story will be about 50K, 35K minimum. I feel that. But I want it to get done. It's so frustrating. Yes. Agreed. Do what's best for you, Cat Paw. 100% agreed. All right, everyone. I think we're going to wrap this up because I am in desperate need of a nap before I have to go back into town and pick everyone up from various activities. So, Stephanie, if you want to go ahead and give your outro.
Sure, I'll do that. For anyone that's new or here, my name is Stephanie. I write underneath the pen name Stephanie Marie Whitson Romance Stories. They're available on Amazon and slowly other places as well. You can find me anywhere online, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, mainly YouTube videos, lots of vlogs. And I am also participating in the 7-Day Book Challenge with the hopes and dreams of finishing my small town blind date short story. That's me.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I will be streaming again tomorrow for day 4 of the 7-Day Book Challenge. I think tomorrow's stream is at 3 p.m. my time, which is 5 p.m. Eastern. And it's one of those where, like, I have to get off at a certain time because I got to run and go get the kiddo from practice after school. So, gonna be like, chop, chop, let's get to work kind of thing. Maybe do 3 sprints instead of 4 like I did yesterday, just because of time. But if you're new here, my name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name S.C. Hegyes. And for the 7-Day Book Challenge, I'm working on what looks like it's going to be a novella instead of a short story. So it's been a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. And yeah, that's all I've got. I'm going to go ahead and press the end button so we can get on out of here and I can go take my nappy naps because Cat Paw tells me that it's time for a nap. So here we go. Clicking the button now. Bye, everyone.